Hey guys, what's up? StereoDragonGravity here, bringing you a updated deck profile of my Dragonic Kaiser Vermillion, the Blood deck. Vermillion is still one of my favorite cards in the game, and with the set 10 coming out, we get a few new support cards. Yeah, most of them are Eradicators, but we got a few more that can help benefit this deck. So, yeah, it's the new year. Yay, 2014, so Happy New Year. So let's go ahead and get started. For this deck profile, I'm not using my usual mat. I'm using my Dragonic Kaiser Vermillion the Blood mat. I had to get this mat for my deck because it's one of my favorite cards. So started with the starter. Instead of using the usual starter I like, that is the 6K booster for the Vanguard, I decided to use the grade 3 searcher. +1, put this into Soul, and check the top 5 cards for a grade 3 or more or higher. So he's not that bad. He helps you get your cross ride. So, and I've never not gotten a grade 3. So yeah, he can be useful at times. So yeah, I'll just put him over here. Grade 3s. I run 3 Dragonic Kaiser Vermillion the Blood. 1 of SP, because I magically pulled one. I never got all my boxes and packs up from set 9. I don't know what happened to those files, so. But I did pull an SP from a random pack at Locals. I love it. So, yeah. So I'm like, hi, I'm chosen by Vermillion, because it loves me, apparently, but not always. There are games where I never see it. That's why we have this guy to help you with that. So I run 3, because it is a late game card, you don't need that many. And then I run 4 Dragonic Kaiser Vermillion. Vermillion's still a good card. Oh, if you don't know the Blood skill, it is ultimate break, so you have to have 5 damage, not 4 damage. Counterblast 3. This unit gains 5,000 power and extra critical, and attacks if this unit is to attack, it attacks your opponent's front row. So it can be very useful. It's an upgraded version of Vermillion, and he gains 2k with Vermillions in the soul. Vermillion, for Vermillion, his skill is Limit Break 4, Counterblast 3. This unit gains 2k, and it attacks your entire front row, your opponent's entire front row, if it would to attack. So it's very useful. It's very pretty. So it's a very pretty card. So yeah, going on to our grade 2s. I run 4 Dusty Plasma Dragon. He's the 12k beater for Vermillion. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Vermillion in its card name, it gains 3k. So this is basically your field fixer. Helps you get those nice numbers. Yeah. And he looks cool. He sort of reminds me of Spark Rain, now that I think about it. I think they're cousins or something, because they do look similar. Going on to my other grade 2s. I run 2 Eradicator Thunder Boom Dragon. He's your 10k. And then I run 2 Thunderstorm Dragoon. I wanted to run 4 10ks just to make it more consistent and more defensible. There are a lot of, with all the support all these decks archetypes have, they can rush a lot. And when Link Joker comes, yeah. So I want a 10k Vanguard to ride on turn 2. And plus, with everyone most cards being able to retire the front row, it's good to have various attackers. So yeah, that's why I run 4. Next I run 2 Dragonic Death Scythe. Dragonic Death Scythes, okay, because his skill is Counterblast 2. And when this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, retire at grade 2 or less. Basically, he's there for more pressure and to use any counterblast you do use with Vermillion. Because if your opponent rushes you, you might just go into Vermillion the Blood and use his skill. And instead of doing Vermillion. But yeah. He's just there for added pressure and to get rid of those grade 1s that might hurt you. Or grade 2s. Like, if I hit against Tom, you want to snipe that out right away. So I run 2 damage on flippers. This deck is very cannon blast heavy, so I want at least 2 damage on flippers when this attack hits a Vanguard. You just on flip 1 damage, so this really helps with the cannon blast. So I run 12 grade 2s, just for the fact again, because everything can retire in the front row in the coming meta. This meta, coming meta. All the meta. So I run 4 AKs for grade 1s, 1 of each art, because, you know, it's not an archetype and you might as well have a decent ride target, because if they don't have their 10k grade 1 attackers and they just ride something else, you can just guard for 10 if you're grade stuck and you don't want to take any damage. So, and plus he's a decent booster. So, yeah. I run 4 perfect cards. My original Vanguard Gold. Since I got my eradicated gold, so I got these back in the blood. So that's nice. So I can play the stick again. Doodle. And something new from set 10. I run 3 Eradicator, Ceremonial Bonfire Eradicator Caster. Her skill is when this unit is placed on rear guard. If you have a Narukami Vanguard and the number of rear guards your opponent has is 2 or less, you may pay the cost to drop and draw. Basically, she's there to early game to help you not be grade stuck, or if you have any dead grade 3s in hand. At times your opponent could have 2 or less. They might have their own skills to retire. You have Death Scythe and your Vermillions that attack the front row, so most likely they will at some point have 2 or less. But at late game, not many, because you can't snipe out the back row. Late game. So I run 3 of those, and then I run 3 Plasma Photon Bomber Wyvern. He's the 10k booster when your opponent has 3 or more damage for the Vanguard. He's very useful, because just hitting 21 and 23, and then 28 crit 2 with the ultimate break is just very useful. And it just puts a lot of pressure on your opponent, and I like to keep that pressure, and I always draw into it. And you run 3 because your opponent will try to retire this. So I run 3, and it's very useful. Going on to triggers. I run 4 heal. The glare. Glare. Why glare? 4 heal. I run 5 draw triggers because draw power is always good. I'd rather have a little bit of extra draw power, not like it like this. And then I run 7 crit. And this guy just looks like he suits Vermillion a lot. So I run him. So this is my deck profile for my updated Dragon Kaiser Vermillion the Blood deck. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. And this is probably gonna be it for now. I am trying to get more cards for other decks, but you know, holidays and everything. And as well, I want to build Revengers, definitely, when they come out. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching. Peace out.